Into this test, and the iPhone 7 is already blitzing it ahead here and moving on to our second app. That's Asphalt 8, the first of 3 games you're going to see in this test. The Samsung, the Google and the Sony all seem to be in a similar position right now, while the iPhone 7 is already on to our 4th game, and the LG G5 has just loaded up Asphalt 8, our second app. Nova 3 is probably the hardest game that each of these phones is going to struggle with, but the iPhone 7 didn't struggle there at all. It absolutely smashed it, and we're now on to our video test with Adobe Premiere. Now, the Androids, again, are all going to struggle with that. You're going to see that in a moment, but the iPhone has just blitzed through that one as well, and we're on to Snapseed. The LG G5 is definitely in last place here. It's struggling with, I think that's Asphalt. No, that's Nova 3, sorry. Snapseed is just finished up on the iPhone, and we're on to our 3D graphics tool here. This, again, is a really, really intense test for each of these phones, but again, the iPhone has just smashed through it. Each of the Androids is struggling right now with Premiere or Nova 3, and there we go, we're on to the second lap on the iPhone 7. Each of those games is loaded in the background. It's going to finish up the test very soon, while the LG G5 is still struggling on that last test. It's only just getting into Adobe. There we have it. The iPhone 7 finishes at 1 minute and 11 seconds. Right, so it's time for the fight for second place. The Google Pixel and the Samsung Galaxy S7 comfortably have this. The Sony is a little bit just behind it, but between the Pixel and the S7 right now, they're flitting between second and third place. The LG G5 is still on Premiere there, and it's struggling with it, while the HTC10 and the Sony are on Snapseed. There we have it. The Google Pixel is onto the 3D rendering tool. Now, this is usually quite a difficult task for each of these phones, but the Pixel seems to be taking it in stride, really. There we go. It's loaded up, and that's the end of lap 1 for the Pixel, and it's going to speed away right now. The LG G5 still stuck in 6th position. And the Samsung is a little just behind the Pixel right now. There we go, there's the end of lap 1. It is lagging a little bit behind that actually now, while the Sony and the HTC are both struggling with that with the 3D rendering tool. There we go, there's the Sony ending lap 1, and the Google Pixel comes in at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Time to see if the Samsung holds on to third place. It looks like it's going to. The Sony is moving through its next lap. There we go. The Samsung Galaxy S7 is finishing at 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Now it's time to see which comes in 4th place. Now you would expect that to be the Sony right now, but Sony phones never hold apps and games in the background, so it's really struggling here. It's going to have to load up each of these games. There we have it. The HTC10 has overtaken it. It's absolutely bossing through these last few apps, and it comes in at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. There we have it. So, will the Sony hold on to 5th place? Let's hope so, but it looks like the LG G5 is about to overtake it. There we have it. The LG G5 somehow has come back from 6th place. It's all down to those apps being held in the background on the Sony though. There we go. The LG G5 comes in at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Sony is really struggling here. There we go. The camera app to end it. There we have